Hello. I hope this thing is working. I'm not Brandon, I'm sorry. But I hope you won't be disappointed. Let me know about mic and music sound, because it's usually either either music is too loud or mic is not loud enough. My name is Alina. For everybody who haven't been on my streams before, I'm a character artist in the video game industry, and I also been concept artist, an art director, and however, like basically on every possible position in the video games. Anyway, today is Halloween, so happy Halloween. I hope you all got your candies, etc. Okay, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Mic is good, music is good. It's kind of quiet right now, so anyway, let me know if there is any troubles. I'm always trying to accommodate to all needs. Okay. Yeah, I know this is an often mistake in the Facebook. I don't know why, but who cares? I saw people being me as well, so it's fine. Yeah, so today's spooky day, so I keep working on a rather spooky artwork of mine, heavily inspired by Orthodox icons with like a lot of gold work around. And I've been working on this my last stream, and I keep going, and today we're gonna work a little bit on this like metal work around here. Oops, touch should be off. So yeah, like feel free to ask me anything, any question related to video games or like this work or ZBrush. Also, this stream is bilingual, so English, Russian. If question asked in Russian, I will answer in Russian. But I will try to repeat what I said in English so everybody would be accommodated. And this is pretty much it. Let's get into working, I guess. So I like this, like this guys around here is intentionally spooky, and yeah, they kind of mad. This is upset. His face is upset, and this one is angry. Like I like how it looks like right now, because it's like it's if I get really close, she's hissing at you, which is cool, but this need a lot of refinement on the like wings and claws and the face as well. So anyway, actually this to feel with material I do use this. I have to go mRGB color fill object, so yeah, it doesn't look odd, but the material I use like for her is skin shade, because she's kind of, this is a metal work and she's kind of living thing, or was living thing. Anyway, I need my references, so give me a second. Okay, here we go. So this thing is a little like this head is a little bit big. I also need to add like some stylized hair. Probably will do it through No, this is a bit annoying because I really need gold material. Okay. Prepared. Recently my question, what is most used pipeline making game character? Well, I think the most, like there was a question about what is most used pipeline in the making game character. I think like if you asking overall, I think what's called next gen, that you do like sculpting, and you do baking, and you do texturing and like substance or Marie, and then you put it in the engine. I think it's most used pipeline, unless you ask something more specific like pipeline in ZBrush. And in this case, it's as much pipelines as like as there is studios in the world, because those steps are like, if you do the next gen, the steps I named before is usually like it's obligatory, but every studio has tweaks and different techniques to bring it to like final point. I'm working on a project that working on a hand painted textures, so my pipeline is like very different, but there is still projects that working on hand painted realm, and this pipeline would be like very, very different. For example, if I don't do baking. Yeah, it's great. Cheers for Halloween. So I also need sculptures, because this make things a lot easier to block stuff. But I also, the thing that I'm gonna do is I also gonna split, because it makes my work comfortable right now at that particular moment. Here we go. Marmoset toolbox used in game character creation. I do use Marmoset for baking. I still have like previous version of it, and I like the baking in it. Then I do baking. I don't do it for my current work. Also, Marmoset is great preview tool, which I think I haven't explored well enough. At that point, I think it has a lot of really cool options. Тетя Алина, вы супер. Тетя, окей. Я, кстати, тетя с 10 сентября. Так что... No, I only worked for the games. I don't think I will like working in the movies. Also, the specific of industry in Montreal, in Quebec in general, movies never give you like full-time full kind of not permanent contract. It's a specific of this particular place, so they keep you on a 6 months contract, which is, in my opinion, suck. But yeah, anyway, in general, like and I like games. I mean, not like I like playing them, but I like making them. Understand this kind of. I understand this industry. Movies, have no idea what's going on. Anyway, I need another brush, and I think I need slash brush here. So what I learned about this gold material, it's a little bit tricky because, like, if you don't do it sharp enough, details get lost. I think it's too much also. Like, let's do that. And okay, and we should basically fill it with material because it's like flying blind, frankly, if you don't see what's going on. No, just no color, fill object. Okay, now, okay. Bit offers 1 year contracts after first. Yeah, like, I mean, it's a joke. I mean, 1 year contract, like, in my opinion, because like you go into Ubisoft, and if like it's basically a lifetime employment. I know people who spend in like 8, 10, 15 years in Ubisoft, permanent contract, and like 1 year, especially if you go like trust me, I've been in the industry long enough. I saw I heard a lot of crazy story about Veta, about how we treat the people on a short-term relatively short-term contract. And actually New Zealand is the last place you want to be in this point of time. But yeah, not like I saying it's a bad place to work. I guess there is people who would love it. I mean, like, why not? Много. Вопрос, сколько лет я в индустрии? Много, больше 10 лет. The question was how long I've been in the industry, and it was very long time, more than 10 years now. But you can basically, oh, my social credits, give me a second. Like, so, for all you curious people around, here's my credentials, and you can go to ArtStation, and if you're so curious, you can read my bio. You're welcome. Does anyone use Blender in my studio? Yes, people do use Blender, mostly in a concept art department. We have pipeline, we do not include Blender yet, but we'll see. I've been like everybody who haven't using Blender yet. I'm one who really curious, and basically the problem is like lack of time to get into this and finally start to learn it seriously. Okay, so she has hair. She or he, I don't know, kind of don't have gender yet. We'll see. I kind of was thinking they all like feminine birds. Well, anyway, we'll see. This need to be refined. But I think I like her face expression. She's so mad. And let's save every 15 minutes. Okay, let's make it solar because it's really hard and there's so many subtools around. If you organize, I go start with. Do you start with sculpting? If you are. We started sculpting and then yeah, so Trachmus on YouTube. The question was, I guess it's like just need my affirmation that I do start with sculpting and then I manually retopologize. I'm using Topagan, and it will be really real tragedy for me when Topagan stop working, because I still use like version of Topagan that was out like 10 years ago or something, and I tried the Topagan 0.30, this new one, and it just keep crushing. And yeah, it will be like huge drama when it stop working, but I think like my next resort will be 3D code retopology. Okay, hi. Put some Chaplin. No. Looks like he right now. I frankly couldn't care less about self-identity. Маша, я из России, да, но я живу в Канаде много лет. So question was, where I'm from? Yes, I'm from Russia, obviously. You can hear my accent. But I live in Montreal, Canada, Montreal, Quebec, French-speaking province. I do speak a little French. Try to ask me question in French. Oh, okay. Oh, what are you working now? How do you decide to frame this image in the frame? What does frame have reference? So somebody came late to the stream because I said in the very beginning I wanted to do something inspired by Orthodox icons, so with like large metal work around the icons. So I didn't want it to do too perfect and ornamental. So you can see this part that's very abstract, and you can see this like chaotic lines, and you see this parts where like more ornaments show up. And I just decided I want to add these figures on 3 sides, maybe on the 4 sides later, we'll see. Just to tell more story about this. This is kind of pretty horror story, like you can see. So anyway, my work progress was kind of miserable. Yeah, but let's keep going. So I started chatting too much. Because I want to do some work today. We'll see. спрашивают. So asking some. Okay. Действительно, в Канаде трава зеленее. Такая же трава, березы такие же. Я, скорее всего, перемещусь в Европу в следующем году, чтобы диджитал намадить. Так что, может быть, трава зеленее в районе Восточной Европы. Так что посмотрим. Окей. Is it a ZBrush default gold matte cup? Yes, it is. It can be found here. Oops. Again, let me close something because. So this one, can you see it? And yeah, it could be found in default settings. Yeah, and I like this matte cup. It's working really well. Okay, how to get character work unless. You don't get character work unless you meet a senior level. You can make a good prop. You can be trusted with complex asset. I saw like different stories. Like I wouldn't be so restrictive. Like there is a junior character artist. I think like basically the prop and the character artist is a basically different story. Like environment artist and character artist, both can be junior. The question is like, yeah, if you junior, we probably like will be doing like some not very interesting work, like sets of clothes, something. But frankly, it really depends. I saw brilliant people like just leaving college and just killing it, and I saw people who'd been like years in the industry and can't do the job properly. Like I keep telling these anecdotes, like basically every time. Just in 2019, I speak with someone in a very big company who was still drawing normal maps by hand. Like the person had 10 or more years of experience. Like they drawing normal maps by hand in 2019. So it's like experience means nothing. You either know your shit or like you don't. I mean, years of experience in a given company. Anyway, if you want to do characters, start with characters, not with other stuff. Yeah, this kind of making more sense. Like the other thing is like when you like getting your first job, like basically like you're subscribing for whatever they would give you to do, like props, characters, environments, like you know, it's usually, and frankly, unless you're very very lucky and living in like United States, which is make things easy for people because United States have a bigger game industry, chances are coming to the industry you're gonna have a shitty job, shitty pay, and shitty work to do. We all been through this, so basically brace yourself and just go through your first year, like a year to like, yeah, anyway. And even characters, skills important for anatomy, yes. Какая музыка меня вдохновляет? Я давно не слушаю музыку, пока работаю. Я слушаю подкасты и... Sorry, quick question was if I inspired by music. Frank say yes, I have to say yes, but I don't listen a lot of music while working, so I don't know. Does it count? Is an answer. Anyway. So, for her wing, or his, whatever, it wing, let me just solo that. It's making things really hard to work. I will need to add feathers and details. Oh no. No lazy mouse for me, I don't like it. And this keep bugging me a lot. Run subtool and save every 15 minutes. People do not rely on after saves ever. No question, at least like I don't see the question mark. If I miss something, let me know. People having fun in chat, which is great. Oh, no, RGB should be off at all time. Okay, so how long I've been working with, I don't remember. I have no idea. Because I usually have like few projects running at the same time, and I think I started this end of last year, but I have very busy beginning of 2021, and I haven't touched it till basically I think midsummer, end of summer. Anyway. I have projects sitting on my drawer, desktop for longer, but frankly, this is my personal project, so I like to take time and frankly don't care about how long it will take. I also do freelance and I do day job, so yeah, happy Halloween. How did I do this Halloween? Honestly, yesterday when I opened it, I was asking myself the same question. How did I do that? I think I did this one like elongated kind of element, and then I populated as a Nanomesh because I like to use Nanomesh. But I don't remember. I remember like I did few attempts. One of them turns out good by accident, and I just like made it into a mesh and like kept it and forgot about it forever. It's been a while. I mean, as I said, I've been working on it for some time, so but I think it was Nanomesh. I like every time I need to replicate something over particular shape, I use Nanomesh or insert mesh. It's basically two tools that my weapon of choice. But I think it might be like more option in ZBrush. It's just like old school. Anyway, I don't know if I should add more feathers on this wing or it's just fine for now. I think. Well, let's try. Just save it. And let's try. Recycled material. Jesus. Save. Uh, um, Hi. Do you do a lot of game pipeline work nowadays at work? What does it mean? Is it just sculpting in ZBrush? Right now, like for myself, I prefer just sculpting in ZBrush. For work, we have pipeline that actually was established before I came into this studio, and it's usually what happening unless you're in the very beginning of a project. Like usually they already have established ways of working, of doing things. But I mentioned like earlier that I'm working on hand painted characters, which is very different pipeline than that is traditionally done those days with normals, etc. But I do have one pipeline at work, and this is kind of, in my opinion, it's a quite efficient one. So I am a is Alina a self-taught artist? Yes, Alina is a self-taught artist. Did you get degree in art? I get degree in as a teacher of fine art. Doesn't say you anything, but it was before like universities start to teaching like game art. So basically, when I was studying, there was like no option, and also. Basically, my university back in Moscow have no computer graphic, like zero. Like they have a computer class, but they even wasn't. They wasn't using Wacom, so using mouse. So it's like learning like basics of like, but they're not supposed to, like, frankly. So they taught us like basics of using like Photoshop and etc. But this was pretty much it. Like we did just like traditional drawing, which was like I'm used to study very classical academic approach to drawing, which I think was cool. But I wasn't in the best school, and they obviously could could be a better option in terms of art, not in terms of computer graphics. Whew. Not Yure. What is Yure? The future of game making moves. I don't know. If artificial intelligence not gonna take our job soon, it'd be good. If it will, life suck. Tips for people trying to become a character artist like yourself. I don't see that many junior position websites. This is a tough question, man. I mean, like, obviously when I entered industry, it was like easy peasy. I just did like one test, and like it was very simple test, actually prop, and I was hired, and there was some people basically picked up from the street and just taught to do the job. So I wasn't the worst case. Right now it's way more difficult because the problem is, I think, and it's not my idea. I think it's Search Bureau, Papa Ninja said once that people playing the games, they like to play the games, and they think it would be fun to make them. And obviously this is like faulty logic because I like pastry, but probably I won't be happy to be a cook, right? It's a different things, like liking to use final product and being part of production is different things. So this is why we have like our crowded field at the moment. I don't know, there's not many, but like with like kind of stupid advice, keep trying. Maybe through environment art. Like environment art is like, I mean, first of all, like it's underappreciated. Like I've been working for 3 years, like not 3, less, maybe like 2 years as an environment artist in Ubisoft, and I went there like thinking it will be amazing because what we do was amazing, and then I posted the stuff I was working on ArtStation, and it basically like have like miserable amount of like. I realized people not interested, no matter how good is the job. Like environment artists like invisible, although they basically making the universe. So maybe you should try environment art because we're always lacking of people to do environments. Everybody wants a character, and kind of understand why, but I don't like, personally I don't think environments is a lesser job. I think it's a superior job in many points, but yeah, I'm very prefer character art for now. So for now we'll see. It also depends on the job. There might be like horrible art, character art job, and really good environment art job. Anyway, rant is over. I will try to work a little bit more because my productivity wasn't good this stream. Let's push it a little bit inside. So my thoughts on this gold material: the sculpting have to be like really strong, like really pronounced everything, unless otherwise it just get lost in details, get lost. It's very tricky. Like I find this doing gold, it's very tricky because I like the sharpness of this part, but with her I'm still not sure what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry, I try to catch up with the chat. Yes, this happened as well. Yeah. Oh, FFX is like, it's very cool. Like, yeah, actually, it's very important. I always was curious, but like about VFX. I would love to learn to do it myself. Like, that lack of time is just. Would you mind showing the Ando history timelapse on the girl in a piece? The problem is I just open it and obviously I don't have Ando history. Like, it has 0. Also, she basically, like, she has few subtitles, so sorry. But frankly, it's been on making for some time, so like, if my previous stream is still online, because sometimes we would take it down because like some music rights infringement, you can check it out. I think you can search YouTube. They usually, like, if there is no problem with the music, they stay on YouTube, probably. I don't know. We try to use, we use like streaming, like special radio for streaming music, but like it's hit and miss. Sometimes you just get, you know, your video that is taken down for no good reason. So YouTube is mean. Yeah. Okay. Okie dokie. Actually, I'm curious how it's gonna look with the shadows. I'm gonna do some sculpting on here today. I think we still have time. Yeah. If I stop chatting that much. Now I don't like the regularity of it, like it's so just made this beautiful line. I'm gonna get rid of it. Lol. And well, art life Yeah, I think it's gonna work better. Something like that, maybe. Anyway, I'm gonna merge this. Okay. And then it's not enough to just merge this. Let me save. Let me I like to do image by union. Oh, okay. So this harsh lines is very undesirable. Okay. Oh, Jesus, what is that? Anyway, something that probably working. Okay, good enough. Let's do another thing. So also right now there is two wings with basically the same subtool, those two, and I just need to split them. Okay, and what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this one, that one, hello, and I just don't copy that. Done. No. But actually not bad. Jesus Christ. No way. Not this. Please. Okay, let's save for now. Splitting masking points again. Now it kind of look more finished. Let me assess all of that. And we basically don't need that part anymore. So it's looking very interesting. Interesting. Okay. This is gonna help me a lot. Let's do that. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm not super happy, but I need to think more about it. And oh la la. So basically I will Nanomesh it right now because we're losing all materials. Good. Back to, because this, like, in a gold material, this thing looks scary. So I need skin shade anyway, otherwise it's kind of look odd. And Dynamesh again. Oh no! Can I just close holes? Oh, it's okay. Maybe. Okay, I'm catching up with the chat right now. Really interesting style. Do you have any course mentoring program? No, I don't like to teach, but I have. I did 3-hour video for NVIDIA Studio, so it's easy to find on YouTube, and it's also I can go through my ArtStation. Time to put my credentials again. Let me do that. So for everybody who joined late, this is ArtStation and Instagram, and you can find this link to NVIDIA Studio tutorial on ArtStation. So what are the most fun topics for you to sculpt? Fun pleasure time sculpting will be like busts and faces. This is easy. There is some sculpts that there is a lot of stuff that I find challenging, but it's fun in a different way. Like I'm obviously like I took mentorship from Simon Lee this spring, and like our main point was I want him to try to push my like movement of my sculpts to, so I would be able to do better movement and better like not too static figurines. And boy, it was difficult, and I think I got better. I didn't post anything from this course, but I did a lot of really quick like sculpts, very like dirty, not very pretty, but like just exploring the movement and body weights. I think he's great. Like if you can get into his mentorship program, just do that. It's quite expensive, but not like crazy expensive. So what I was talking about. So it was fun, but it was like full of frustration fun. Kind of. Okay. Wow, hello all. Hello. Как здорово, меня видят первый раз. Хорошо. Так. Good vibes. Okay. Generally speaking. Oh, hello, man. Fun's kinda... This is a question about 3D print. Do you do 3D print? So, I did one. It was on my ArtStation. I did this Slavic boost. You can go again on ArtStation. I trying to get my feet in the door in terms of 3D printing. So I don't have printer at home because I don't have place to put it. Like, people, don't put your printer in a bedroom. It's kind of bad for you. It's like, there's real story. People got really, like, what they got? They got basically poisoned by death because they got working printer somewhere in a living space. So don't do that. So no, I don't have it home. I do use third party. I mean, used to use just this urban company. I'm blanking on the name, but it's very, very famous one. Jesus. Anyway, the guys in Hong Kong, they're really cool. But due lack of time, I don't do it like now. Maybe we'll see. I'm looking into jewelry. Everybody now looking into jewelry, but I was looking into jewelry like since 2019, and I have prototype printed, but then COVID basically started, and I realized like there's 0 point to push for jewelry because like jewelry will be the last thing that people will buy during, you know, like pandemic unrest. And still, I don't know, but we'll see. I don't know. I stop talking too much and try to work. Okay. And I promised to let this thing go like 10 minutes ago, and I can't. But, well, I guess let's not call it done, but stop for now. At least there is an idea that kind of, yeah, I think it's gonna work better this way. Anyway, because I wanna do like this third phase, and I'm gonna show you how I did the previous one, because it's not straightforward. So I have this placeholder right now. Actually, I have an idea. Let's just copy this wing for now, because and we're not just gonna copy that, we're gonna use Subtool Master, and we're gonna mirror append as a new subtool. Hey, hello. X, yeah, this is what I basically needed. Is it? Yeah. Yeah. So I need something, because this thing is ugly. Let's just delete this. Just, we're not gonna need it. Huh? You see? I have placeholders for everything. Just don't need this anymore. Okay. And then we have this thing. It's gonna certainly have a different shape, but for now, and I have the face in asymmetry on the bottom, because I figure out it's still easier to work in asymmetry even if it's very, very stylized thing. So you can see I have different one, this old one, third one. I need to turn off. Okay, which one gonna work? Yeah, for example. Oh, come back. And the hair, come back. So I have mad angry, and what should I do now? Let's decide along the way. Maybe laughing one. Очень православно. Поститься, молиться, служить радио Радонеж. Я не религиозна, просто давайте. Дисклеймер, который необходимо упомянуть. So, yeah, basically, I'm not religious. Like, if you people get fooled by religious symbols, I'm not. Anyway, yeah, I know sometimes people feel really disappointed on me, but because I do sometimes use kind of religious symbols in art, but no, sorry. Anyway, what kind of face we're doing here? Like laughing. I actually want to make them all sad because this is a sad story overall. Okay. Sad enough. She kind of looking like this one. A little bit. Okay, not so sad. A little bit sad. I don't know. We'll see. Then other tricky moment here. Not here. Okay. Just need this. So because she's looking at her, so I'm gonna move it right now. I wanna duplicate it just in case. I'm gonna move it. Oh, yeah, because I have to get rid of symmetry. Okay. And for now, make this face smaller. Kinda. And I'm gonna do an odd thing, but so basically I don't need it straight. I need it like 3/4 turned, which is tricky. Then you're working over like basically like flattish. Let's hide this for now. Okay. Happy Halloween! And then I'm gonna add eyes. Oof, come on. Oh no, what hand do I feel? Okay, let me... Okay. Oh no, not this. Anyway, I think this might work. This is very sketchy, but I'm gonna just fill it for now. RGB, color fill, back to skin shade. She needs some hair, obviously. I think this time I'm not gonna even like make the hair separately. I'm just gonna use the same subtool. Hello Brazil, hello London. London must be doing treats and tricks today. Right now, we're gonna have it later. Treat and tricks. Anyway, something like that. I'm gonna think more about it because it just like don't have enough of individuality for me. Are we on the face? I'm gonna know it in 1 second. No, wait. This is kind of small. Anyway. Okay. I feel like a little bit tired of working on a frame. Let's go work on her a little bit. But idea is kind of clear for now, I hope. So I'm gonna keep pushing that. and I want to add more details and more ornaments around that place because readability is not very good and some of those, so we'll see, because I like this place and this place is still like not there yet. Anyway, yeah, so if you been on my previous stream, I think I did poly paint for this, and I gonna redo it right now because I did change the colors a little bit. Basically changing the colors on her like every few months. Concept execution, thank you. Ah, it's forbidden in England to do to do Halloween. How cruel. This world in a mess past 2 years, so people are not allowed to have any fun anymore. So I can do benign things, like I wanted to add some cavity on her body, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to masking and I wanna do mask by cavity. It's easy to see when it's have no color. I don't know. Yeah, something like that gonna work. Okay, blur because it's too harsh. Maybe I will do another pass with harsher one, but for now we're gonna inverse, and now we're gonna do some poly painting using this cavity mask just to amazing. It was very silly. Am I still having this mask on? RGB, not that. Oh la la, what's going on here? Oh, this is what's going on. Okay. Colorize and not viewing mask. Not like I'm super happy, but it adding some depth on the feathers. Feathers need a lot of cleaning right now because this part is not looking good. Yeah, I don't know, I don't think you can see people because well, stream gonna the quality is not gonna be as good as I see it. So basically is if we go back to white, so view mask, this is my mask, if you can see it. And now if I will sharpen it, you certainly could see it. And let's probably use it one more time and do some really like dark colors in between the feathers. I don't know, maybe it will work, maybe it won't, we'll see. I know the way that I can kind of show it off. Let's say it's flat color and you can see like what I'm doing right now. There is cavity didn't go here, so you can't see it. Well, at least something. This is too much. Let's say this was what I was aiming for. If it's too dark, it's always easy to go and unmask all and go clean it up just a little bit. Kind of. Maybe it's not enough geometry right now to do this poly paint. See, because I was moving her wings just yesterday and I haven't cleaned up all that mess, and I haven't cleaned up, haven't did details in many places, like here, for example. This place is really annoying for some reason. Let me see what I can do. Yeah, so. I need my sculptures back. Save every 15 minutes, you can see, because like save menu doesn't show up here, but hello, Ira. Hello from USA. Hello. I wanted to visit California exactly this weekend, but Canada have new rules on boarding planes, and you guys, like, your rules like changing every fucking like I don't know, minutes, so I have to cancel. I really wanted to go because my next year I hope to spend in Europe, and I have a lot of friends in California. Yeah, this is Kokoshnik. Anyway, rant is over. I have no idea what I wanted to do with her, because like she needed a lot of work, but this work gonna be like really boring. It's just cleaning up, adding details, cleaning up. I still haven't. I'm not sure about how I want those feathers because a little inside. When I was initially sculpting her, I haven't planned for this frame, so yeah, my process if I'm working for myself is a mess. I don't plan well ahead. Anyway, let's go try to push these feathers a little bit further. You see, the back is a mess because it's not supposed to be shown from the back anyway. I also do often go and check like how it's gonna look on a more final render, so with shadows. So because shadows will change how it looks a little bit. So I like how it is right now, although there is a shadow, so basically like covering this ornament. Okay, well, still okay. I'm here for next 20 minutes and I'm leaving. Sorry. Gonna go get some candy. I'm kidding. No. So I have no idea what I'm doing, but what I wanted to add is I want to add some feathers just falling off and floating in the air. So maybe this is gonna be an interesting idea. And then I'm gonna split basket points and then RGB colorful object. At some point, this transpose is still working just fine. For example, in this case, it's just easier for me to change the length, and then I will do rotation with gizmo. Something like that. And then I will have to group this. Let's see. Yes. Again, hello. Ah, this is annoying. This is annoying. Okay, let's go there. Oh no. So here the gizmo is gonna work just fine for my purposes, and move brush gonna work just fine. Oh, voila. And to get rid of little bit of repetitiveness in this, I will probably make this darker. Can I make it even darker? Okay, yeah, something like that. And also I'm gonna split mask. I'm gonna split them into subtools because those need more polygons. Right now it look a little bit like rough, so I will add one subdivision. Then I'm gonna delay it lower. I'm gonna get rid of like lower subdivision because I don't need that. No. Kind of. No. I much prefer this. It's a bit too thick. So let's try this. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but maybe. Oh la la. Jesus. Come on. like that. Oh, it's going to be Nanomesh, sort of. Maybe even it's too high. So I also don't want to Nanomesh it in way too high mesh, because like I already have a lot of polygons in the scene, so I'd rather like try to limit with what I have in terms of polygon count. Even though I have like 64 gigs of RAM, it still would get lower at some point. Lower. It could get slower at some point. Okay. Whoa. Especially when I use Sculpt, so. I'm not sure. Maybe. Yeah, something in this way. Hey, do you usually render Sculpt? Yes, I do. I do use ZBrush render. So I'm leaving you like in 15 minutes. Get ready. 65. Okay, 64. Come on. Can survive a concept. I can. Did I say that already? I don't know. Look, I have to come up with a name for the stream, and basically calling it stylized characters. It would be like fourth stream that actually about stylized characters. I was like, fuck it. What is the thing that I'm doing that people don't usually do? And I do sculpt about concept, and we chat with Kyle with Pixologic. We decided to call it that. So basically it's just in order to have some name, but if I will come up with a different name that kind of sounds funny enough, I will go for that. That's okay. Let me think about it offline. Okay, so it's a separate subtool. This long feather is a separate subtool for now, which actually gonna help me at that point. What else is going on here? And you see, because this body part is like it's perfectly smooth, and this wing part, because I was moving it a lot, it's kind of like kind of ugly. Annoying. I have 8 RAM. That's okay. I can show you a work that was made with my old Cintiq, Companion 1 that has 8 RAM. Just for the sake of fun, let me show you. I need to go to my ArtStation. Let me. But you have to know a few tricks. Actually, 65 is, in my opinion, a little bit of overkill, frankly, for what I'm doing. So let me show you something, because we're kind of in the end of streaming and I'm running out of ideas what I want to sculpt. So let me share my screen. Okay, can you see that? I think you can. So this was done in Sculptris in Cintiq Companion 1 with 8 gigs of RAM. And then I brought it to my PC and then I rendered it in a Keyshot. So frankly, when I just started in CG, like, we don't have this amount of RAM. Like 8 was amazing. So I'm strongly this girl. It's like the other one is just a sketch, and this is basically a sketch, but it's done in Sculptris. I'm gonna show you the trick how to tame your ZBrush for 8 GB of RAM. But give me a second. I'm gonna switch back. So you're going to preferences. Like, first of all, I just cut in under history, like, to 0. Well, this is very, like, maybe like 5 steps. Leave like 5 steps, which is enough if you want just like practice. People who do marble sculpture don't have even one undo. And I don't remember. So but did I max? And I think I history to low. What else? Quick saves are dangerous. Let me show you. So quick saves, and this is duration in a minute. So, and I think I just push it like to fan, so we won't do quick saves, which is also kind of depending on how you used to work can suck. But I remember times that software don't have a quick saves. On top of it, some quick saves just not working. So I'm fine with just saving, like remembering to save every 15 minutes or at least half an hour, and it just will help your PC a lot. And remember, like, ZBrush started in 1999. So I don't know how many of you were alive in 1999, and how many of you was old enough to remember how PC at that time was working. But it basically was like your smartphone now is more powerful than PC back then, and we just like 20 years like later, and such a progress. So you can. So yeah, sorry for this rant, and I wasn't doing work long enough today, like usual on my streams. I think I'm gonna answer a question in chat. I'm gonna say goodbye because I have something to do after that. How long I've been sculpting? Personally, or this work? Because I think I answer question about this work like a couple of times. Today, I've been personally sculpting since 2000. I started to use ZBrush around 2007, which is, for many of you, just eternity. But ZBrush was used obviously before that. It just in 2007, somebody said like, look, there's a new thing that we just starting to use and people doing crazy things in it. And ZBrush back then doesn't even have a Nanomesh, it was only subdivides, that's it. But yeah, Lord of the Rings, guys. Lord of the Rings like is 20 years old now, I think. So nice. Yeah, I'm gonna drop some credentials again. This is where you can find me. I want NFTs. I did one. I have no time to, but I would certainly go back to this. Do you work in a studio before using ZBrush? I was introduced at my first job. They kind of start to implement it slowly, and it's like, oh, this is a funny thing. Do you want to try? I was like, yeah, interesting. But I think it took longer to fully implement it. So basically, back then, we were just sculpting and we were rendering this in diffuse texture. No next-gen yet. But it's also like, next-gen already was on existing. It's just our pipeline not supposed to have any normal maps. It was one diffuse only, so it was more like fun thing to do and extra quality stuff. And then it was used for 2D art as well. So like artists doing now, but now we also use Blender because Blender is free. What's the question about NFT? Yes, I'm on foundation. That's it. You wanna buy something? I don't have anything for sale now, but I will. 100%. But don't even try to like I only working for myself in terms of NFT. I'm not working for anybody else. That's it. Question closed. No collaboration. No kind of. No shady people asking me to do a character for NFT token for $300, which I have like just 2 weeks ago in my art station. Based. I'm in Montreal, Canada, but I'm gonna move in next year around the world. We'll see if I will end up I have some family issue, that's why I'm probably gonna go to Moscow for a few months, but not gonna stay there for long. Catch me up then if you want to hang out. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks for spending Halloween night, day, for sometimes on morning with me. See you approximately in 1 month on this channel. Thanks again. Bye bye.